Good evening and welcome to Hoops Friday Night. Starting the new year alongside Tyler Segerman, I'm Jason Geiser, and we begin tonight with a marquee matchup at the top of the Three Rivers Athletic Conference.
Following a win at Toledo St. John's on Tuesday, Lima Senior has now beaten both of the teams with whom they shared last year's league crown. The Spartans were this year's preseason pick to win their fourth straight track title.
Tonight, they're back at home hosting the Toledo Central Catholic team that was picked right behind them this winter. The Fighting Irish are the second-ranked team in the Division II state poll and sit a game behind the Spartans in the standings entering tonight. Second quarter, Brent Moss pulls up, knocks down. Lima Senior has an 18-8 lead. Now it's Khalil Luster spinning, waiting, and scoring in the lane. The Spartans take a 10-point lead once again, and then Luster spots Jerion Mayo in the corner, and he drills the tray. It's 23-12 in favor of Senior High. Third quarter, Luster. Look at the 5'6" senior just flip it up and in. He's all smiles. The Spartans are clinging to a 5-point lead at that point, but they open it back up again. Moss on the break, right past the defender. Make it 41-33 Senior, 24 for Moss, and then Luster flings it to the freshman Jagger Hutchins, who tickles the twine. Lima Senior stays perfect in the track, 70-56.
To the team that's responsible for handing Central Catholic its only other loss, the Trojans of Findlay, seeking win number 5 in a row as they battle Fremont Ross. Good ball movement for the boys in blue. Luke Montgomery gives to Max Roth, and the future Oiler throws it down. That wouldn't be the last time the offense works through Montgomery. This time he spots Jake Bishop underneath, and he lays it in. Finley's down just too early. And then the big man, Montgomery, decides to do it himself. How about the skill set getting to the rim to draw the Trojans within one? And shortly after, Bishop spotting up right in the corner, and the three ball falls. Findlay wins 63-48.
In the Northwest Conference, 3 teams hit the holiday break without a league loss. 2 were 2-0 in NWC games, with a 1-0 squad sitting right behind.
Tonight, someone was going to be bumped from the top of the standings, and our Tony Quach makes his Hoops Friday Night debut to bring us the highlights.
Thank you, guys. Those 2 teams were the Bluffton Pirates and the Crestview Knights. Both teams eyeing the top spot in the NWC, but only one of them will be 3-0 at the end of the night. Tonight's matchup is our Hoops Friday Night Spotlight Game.
This Hoops Friday Night Spotlight Game is presented by Midwest Electric Incorporated.
The 7-1 Pirates put their 6-game winning streak on the line as they make a trip to Convoy to take on the Knights, who are 6-2. Winner takes first place in the NWC. Opening quarter, Kyler Kinn to Trenton Donnelly. Donnelly knocks down a 3-ball. Bluffton takes a 3-0 lead. Then it's Ronte Jackson with the rebound and the quick pass to Mitch Temple. His triple try is good, and the Knights take a 5-3 lead. Let's run it back again. Jackson to Temple once more. Same plan, same result. Knights are up by 2, but Bluffton not going down without a fight. Donnelly to Kinn, and Kinn hits the short jumper. The Pirates tie it up at 8 apiece. And now, Kinn driving to the rack. He's gonna spin, and it's gonna fall through. The Pirates will take this one 49-48, and they remain undefeated in the NWC. Sticking with the action in the Van Wert County, the 7-1 Spencerville Bearcats visit the Lincoln View Lancers for a showdown at the barn. In the second quarter, Dylan Smith attacking the rack and drops it in for 2. 13 points for Smith tonight as the Bearcats are up 15-4. Now it's Josh Henline's turn. He glides past the defense, lays it up, and it's good. Henline with a game-high 20 points. Bearcats up by 14. Lincoln View trying to come back. Lennon Price gets the Lancers' first point of the second, but they still trail by 18. Bearcats not lighting up. Eli Harder moves past his defender and puts it in, and Spencerville's lead grows to 20. With seconds remaining in the first, Henline to Evan Osting. He knocks down the 3-ball and beats the buzzer. Spencerville wins this one 57-19 and improved to 8-1 on the season.
Thanks, Tony. 3-time defending Northwest Conference champ Columbus Grove enters the night with a 1-1 record in league play. The Dogs are in Lipsick, facing a Vikings team with that same NWC mark. This game counts in both the Northwest Conference and PCL standings. First quarter, Mason Brandt starts strong. The big man gives the Vikings their first points. He'd finish strong, too, scoring 35. He has 994 for his career. Then Brandt gives to Paul Mag, who pulls up and earns the bucket in the Band-Aid. Still a 2-point game. And here come the Bulldogs. Bo Bernesser stopping, popping, dropping. Then Noah Mackey drives and dishes to Jackson Schrader, who gets the layup to fall. Grove has the lead, but Lipsick outscores them 21-9 in the fourth quarter. Fabian Pena, the rebound and the stick back. Vikes win 59-52. Just one other game in the NWC tonight. Allen East improves to 2-0 in conference play, beating Ada 49-34.
The Shelby County League features the #1 ranked team in all of Division 4, that being defending state champ Botkins, who aim to remain unbeaten in league play, facing off against Jackson Center for the second time. Trojans wasting no time to get on the board. Jamison Meyer pulling up and letting it fly. Three ball gets the scoreboard warmed up. Now tied at 6, Jace Mollenauer grabs the rebound and makes a defender slip as he converts the putback. Tigers now on top. Ensuing possession, Lucas Hartles calls for the ball, and he'll drive and hits the jumper to build on that lead. But as you know, Botkins will have a response, and it's #1 again. Meyer shooting the lights out of the gym. 26 for the senior as Botkins ends up winning in overtime, 44-39. That's not the only thriller tonight. Russia edges out Fort Loramie 48-47, while Houston bests Fairlawn in a low-scoring affair 35-29.
We need to take our first break here on Hoops Friday night. When we come back, we dip into the Western Buckeye League, where conference contenders clash on Lima's southwest side. See highlights from around the league after this.
Hoops Friday Night is brought to you by Union Bank. Now with everyday rewards checking, free online banking and bill pay, refunds on ATM charges, and more.
Welcome back. Just 2 games into the Western Buckeye League campaign, 4 teams have yet to suffer a league loss. No one should be surprised to see both Ottawa Glandorf and Shawnee tied at the top, despite the graduation of some talented players from last year's state teams. The Indians tonight host another team from that first-place tie. Remember, Defiance went 11-4 down the stretch last season, despite 60% of the varsity roster being sophomores. First quarter tonight, Will McBride to Brady Wheeler from deep. The Indians are down just 3, but the Bulldogs respond. Braden Shaw pulls up from long range, nothing but net. The Defiance lead is now 4. Final ticks of the opening frame. Jamari Johnson beating the buzzer from range. The Indians take a 2-point lead after 1. Second quarter, Antonio Lopez to Caden Zachrich. The home team pulls within 1, 30 for Zachrich tonight, but the Indians come right back at him. Wheeler to Austin Miller to McBride from downtown. It's a 4-point game again, and then Wheeler gives to Miller for 3 more. 26 for him. Shawnee sends the Bulldogs to the doghouse, 86-77.
Aforementioned Ottawa Glandorf enters tonight as the #1 team in the Division 3 state poll. Titans taking their perfect record into St. Mary's this evening. The Riders have lost 3 straight since the 5-1 start. Down 1 in the first, Austin Parks getting double teamed. Doesn't matter for the 6'10 junior. Too strong there. The other star talent on display, Colin White. He gets into the mix with a steal at midcourt. And here comes Liftoff throwing down for the one-handed slam. Titans, though, not done wreaking havoc on D. Eli Schmenk stepping in front to force the turnover. And he'll rattle the rim as well. OG feeling jumpy at the start as they take a 1-point lead at the end of 1. Second quarter, Jace Turner says, "I've had enough," sending that away. And later, Kyle Steiniger rewards Turner on the other end. He goes off glass to make it 21-18 St. Mary's. The other 22, though, continues to impress, weaving through 3 defenders before dropping it in. He's only a sophomore, folks. Led all scorers tonight with 16. Ottawa Glandorf wins 43-32. Traveling down Route 33 into Wapakoneta for another WBL clash. Van Wert and Wapak have split their last 2 regular season matchups. Cougars up 8 in the 4th quarter. Garrett Gunner spinning and winning from mid-range. Bucket extends the Van Wert advantage to double digits. Jackson Quarter going up strong on the other end. He hits the short floater. Skin's not going away just yet, but the visitors continue to answer. Aiden Pratt with no fear toward the rim, part of his team high 14. And if you think that's powerful, he's not done. Put it on a block party as well. The junior guides Van Wert to victory 45-33.
There's a rivalry game on the WBL hard court at the Elida Fieldhouse. The Bulldogs tonight welcome Bath back across town 6 weeks after beating the Wildcats in the consolation game of the Tip-Off Classic. First quarter, Jonah Wabin doesn't think his man's playing him tight enough, so he makes him pay. The road team's on the board first. The homestanding Dogs answer, though. David Etzkorn slice into the hoop. The sophomore leads Elida with 20 points tonight. And now Jackson Koval inbounds to Brendan Crow. Fire it up. The corner 3 has us all tied up early on. Back the other way, Drake Craddock gets into the lane and just powers it up and in. He scores 20 for the Wildcats. They're up 2. Then Ian Armentrout gives to Griffin Mikesell in close. The senior converts. Bath takes a 4-point lead. More Elida. Etzkorn, the sophomore, off glass. This one's close throughout, but Bath has the last laugh. Craddock in transition, calmly taking it to the hoop once more. Bath wins 53-52. One more game in the WBL this evening. Salina hands Kenton their first league loss in overtime, 60-54.
We're set for our second and final break here on Hoops Friday night. When we come back, a battle between MAC co-leaders and much more. Stick around.
Hoops Friday Night is brought to you by Rabel's Auto Service in St. Mary's, where we'll fix the problem the first time, not cause more.
Well, Welcome back to Hoops Friday night. It's been a decade since either St. John's or New Bremen finished atop the Midwest Athletic Conference. Both sat there entering tonight, but only one would remain. A duel on the hardwood to determine who moves to 3-0 in the MAC. Ironically, the last conference title for these two programs came back when they shared the crown in the 2009-10 season. Picking things up in the second half, New Bremen up 21-17. David Homan jumping the pass. He'll go the distance for the layup. And then St. John's looking to counter. Nolan Schwinnen finds himself all by his lonesome, gets the basket to fall, pulling the Blue Jays back within 4. Then it's Landon Grotkraus launching the 3. It's good. 23-22. Now the score. New Bremen trying to put a stop to their run. Nathan Rindler fighting for position. Offensive board results in points. Cardinals in a close one edge out St. John's by 2, 40-38.
On the heels of state championship football seasons, Marion Local and Versailles ride high into their basketball showdown. The 8-0 Tigers are the second-ranked team in the D3 state poll. The 5-1 Flyers are 13th in D4. First quarter, Austin Niekamp to Tate Hess. Marion Local's up 1 after 1. In the second, Peyton Oddie to Brady Ronnebaum, who lets a man fly past and buries the 3. The Flyers add to their lead on the road. Back comes Versailles. Noah McEldowney drives to the rack. Silky smooth with the right hand. The Tigers lead 12-11. Now Jack Kanapke drops the dime to Peyton Oddie on the backdoor cut for the layup. But then the Flyers turn the ball over, and Ben Ruenkamp makes them pay. Cruising down to the other end for the hoop and the harm. Versailles stays undefeated, 53-46.
Parkway and Minster still searching for their first conference victory. An all-MAC duel at the home of the defending MAC champions. Just over 5 minutes to go in the game. Tied at 42, Fletcher Smith breaks through and nails the J to take the Panthers up top. Then Parkway looking for more. Gabe Schaff has room inside, and he gets another basket to fall. Parkway leads 46-42. Wildcats now down 6 and in need of a score. Brogan Steffi delivers in the corner. His 3-ball good. Parkway, though, with a quick response. Riley Samples with the hoop and the harm. This game would come down to free throws with Parkway pulling out the victory. 57-56. Elsewhere in the MAC, St. Henry picks up their first conference win, defeating Coldwater 54-38. Fort Recovery all over New Knoxville tonight with a 32-point win at home.
Pandora Gilboa boasts an unblemished conference record in both BVC and PCL play this winter. Tonight, the Rockets play for a 4-0 record atop the Blanchard Valley, hosting Van Buren. First quarter, Peter Harrington dishes to Jordan Frederick, who knocks down the triple try. The Black Knights are down just 3, and Frederick stays hot from deep. Here he takes the Reese Reichley pass and drains it from that left corner. We are all tied up, but here come the Rockets. Eli Huffman drives, pulls up, and drops down the mid-range shot. The home team takes a 2-point lead, and they aren't done. Sam Norton bounces to Ethan Luganbill, off the glass and in. Suddenly, PG leads by a half dozen, and the Rockets can launch from 3 as well. Norton to Dylan Crone, has all day, takes advantage of it. Pandora Gilboa wins again, 54-35. Around the valley we go as PG now sits alone atop the standings thanks to McComb's 61-49 win over Arlington. Liberty Benton remains a game off the pace, beating Corey Ross in 64-26. Riverdale runs past Arcadia 61-35, and Van Loo wins at North Baltimore 54-50.
In the Putnam County League, Kalida beats Fort Jennings 57-43. Miller City tops their neighbors from Continental 40-27. Wildcat Austin Rui scores 18 to reach the 1,000-point plateau for his career. Green Meadows Conference, Wayne Trace wins at Tenora 55-37, while Paulding beats Edgerton by 20. Three Rivers Conference League leading Troy Christian is too much for Lehman Catholic, 47-28.
Central Buckeye Conference, Mad River Division. Indian Lake pulls into a tie at the top with a 51-50 win over division leading North Union. Ben Logan gets their first division win, 53-42 over Northwestern. And in the Kenton Trail Division, Bell Fountain gets their first victory of the season, 47-44 over London. There's one non-conference game tonight. Waynesfield Goshen puts on a show for the home crowd, beating Jefferson 61-37. And that's how we wrap up the first Hoops Friday night of 2022. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks to everyone here who keeps helping us put this show on the air each week.
Join me back here tomorrow, for plenty more from the basketball court, whether it's boys, girls, or college action. Plus, I'll have highlights from the Lima Senior Wrestling Invitational. Have a great night.